I'm very grateful for to my two panelists who are joining me today. So starting all the way on the left, we have Fatma ElBoudy from ElAin Publishing in Egypt. And in the middle, we have Robert Morgan from Bookland Press in Canada. And my name is Hannah Johnson. I am from Publishing Perspectives. And we're also very grateful for the support of Abu Dhabi and the Sheikh Zayed Book Award for helping us get this event together and making sure that we're able to discuss Arabic literature and translation and all of the fantastic prize winners that the award honors. So I think I'll start. Fatma, do you think you can tell us a little bit about your publishing house, what kind of books you publish, and if you publish any literature in translation?
Good evening, everyone. I'm very glad to be here. I founded my publishing house at from 25 years. I start publishing the translated books of popular science. And then I began to publish all kind of literature, fiction, non-fiction, and social studies and history.
And how many books a year do you translate?
A year? Mm-hmm. Maybe 3 or 4.
Okay, so you buy rights from other publishers 3 or 4 times a year?
Yeah. Yes, of course. Okay. Of course. I want to tell you something. From 30 years, maybe more, every publisher can translate any book without getting the copyright. And in our countries, in Arab region, it's like to promote, to make the people know the information, yes, science and etc. But recently, all of us engaged to the copyright. We have to take the copyright and we respect this issue. Mm-hmm. Although in some Arab countries we have very difficult economical issues, mm-hmm. but we stand for the copyright and to respect ourselves.
And this is a really important development for your work internationally.
Of course. Yes.
You must have more opportunities to work with international publishers.
Yes, of course. And now it's very important to us. I cannot deal with anyone without having the copyright. And as Slovenia is the guest of honor this year, my publishing house, we translated a very important book for Slavoj Žižek. Yes, I will show you. And he kindly gave us the rights.
Excellent. And Robert, I'll just move over to you quickly. Can you tell us a little? Sorry.
This is the book, mm-hmm. named Welcome to the Desert of Reality.
Welcome to the Desert of Reality.
Translated by Ahmed Hassan.
And is it out already? Is it released already, or?
Yes, since 10 years.
Okay. And Robert, can you tell us a little bit about Bookland Press and your connection to Arabic literature?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending this seminar. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Robert Morgan. I've been with Bookland Press since 2006. We are a publishing house based in Toronto, Canada. Bookland Press is known for publishing fiction, non-fiction, children's literature, and the significant portion of our business relates to translations. We translate to from many different languages, And we also translate Canadian literature to Canadian Indigenous titles, which is also an important market in Canada. Canada is a bilingual country. We have 2 official languages, English and French. And we publish in both languages, and also that's one of the reasons why translation business comes very natural to many Canadian publishing companies. We have different translation programs in Canada, different support and promotion. So translation business comes naturally to us, and it's been growing, I would say, exponentially for the last 5-6 years. One of the fastest segments of our translation business during the last few years actually was translation from Arabic literature, and mostly I would say thanks to efforts of the Arabic Language Center and the Sheikh Zayed Book Award. This organization provide great support for makes us able to select titles and put us together with authors and many other aspects of the translation whole infrastructure. So I would say when it comes to strictly translation from Arabic to English and French or all French, we translated about 10 books from Arabic with support from the Arabic Language Center, and we're very happy with how things go, and I hope it goes both ways. I know some of the authors are very happy, so looking forward to another year and many years to come developing this business.
Translation grants are certainly an important part of making all of this happen. Fatma, are you also using translation grants when you buy titles from other publishers? Are there translation funding available?
Actually, not yet.
Not yet.
Yes, I used to buy the rights by myself, but I think I have a heavy project with the Abu Dhabi Arabic Center, because we need support, really. And I admit the role of the Arabic Center, Abu Dhabi Arabic Center, for translation from the Arabic to other languages, because this is there is no the ratio. It's not in our مش في صالحنا يعني we buy the rights, we buy the rights, but when it comes to sell the rights, it's very little.
Difficult.
Yes, very difficult. Yes.
And why, I mean, this is probably a question for both of you. Why do you think it is difficult? Is it because fewer editors speak Arabic outside of the Arab world, or what do you think is the reason?
I think there is no, it's no matter for a comparison between like Canada or America and the Arab world. We need to be more exposure. We need to attend many international book fairs, as we do just like we do now, and also we need to use the media in intensive way. Thanks to the many projects and many projects for translation rights, yes. This is تتيح فرصة أكبر, give us a chance, and give the Arabic literature a chance to be translated, and also the prizes make as Booker Prize, even in the short list novels they translated to English, and as they translate it to English, it's very easy to translate to any other languages. And Sheikh Zayed Award also.
So you think that visibility, there's not enough international exposure for Arabic literature?
Yeah, more and more.
Well, it's a good thing that we're here in Frankfurt talking about this.
Yes.
Robert, do you have an opinion why you think not as much Arabic literature has been translated as from other languages?
Speaking strictly from the book publisher's point of view, and I've been in sort of doing translation projects for probably last 20 years. What I learn is when it comes to sort of new language that we're trying to bring into Canada, or new authors or new genre, the most important and what's sometimes missing is the whole infrastructure. You really, to be successful in translating literature, you need to have an infrastructure in place. Starting from, you have to have the agents, you have to have the quality translators. And I mean not just translators, I mean literally translators. Translators who specialize either on fiction, on non-fiction, on poetry. We also need proofreaders, we need people in marketing, and of course, once you publish a translation, it needs to be a marketing, which has to be tailor-made, and promotion, a new program sometimes need to be developed. So we have to build an infrastructure. It takes time, it takes efforts, and I think in part of the success that Bookland Press had in translating foreign literature was that we had already some infrastructure in place when we started, based on some other languages we already been translated for many years. And of course, the assistance that we received from the Arabic Language Center and the Sheikh Zayed Book Award was able us to do many things that we would normally not be able to do. So now the infrastructure is in place, and it is important to keep it and expand it and promote it and just work on that. But it's infrastructure.
I think that's an interesting point, because one of the points that comes up from publishing in the Arab world is that there are so few literary agents who are able to do the outreach that you're talking about. So that puts a lot more work on the shoulders of publishers to sell all of their authors. How active are you for selling rights?
I'll tell you something. The first time I attend Frankfurt Book Fair, I prepared myself and I prepared some resume in English and the covers and etc. and try to promote my writers. I found it's very it's very specialized. It's not easy to be an agent, and very important to have a literary agent. And this subject, we are missing it. So I think this is part of the poor translation from the Arabic to another languages. We need many literary agents. And as my colleague said, infrastructure from the translators and the proofreaders and many things.
Do you think, have you seen improvements over the last few years?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my attempt, it was from 2009. So And I deal with many literary agents now.
And when you buy rights to a book from another publisher, is it important for you to buy world Arabic rights? Or do you only buy rights for your specific country?
No, the
World.
Arabic world. Yes, because we attend all the exhibition. We have distributors in the all Arabic world.
And are publishers, are they okay with selling you world rights, or is that something you have to talk about?
The Arabic world.
Yeah, Arabic world rights.
Yeah.
If you buy Arabic world rights, are publishers okay with selling you Arabic world, or would they prefer to sell you just Egypt?
No. They approve.
Do it.
Yes,
because they know
agree,
that you sell.
because they know our Arab world needs more and more and more books.
Yeah. Robert, when you choose which books to translate, are you getting recommendations from literary agents, or are they from translators, or how do you make your decision what foreign books to buy?
When it comes to Arabic translations, or in general?
Let's talk about Arabic.
Well, from Arabic, it's sometimes it's translators. They just reach out and say, okay, this is the book you have to read. This is the book I want to tell you about. And those are normally translators that we have a working relationship with, and the ones that translated quite a few books for us. So they know exactly what kind of books we're looking for. And they usually write on target. Not always, but they very often on target. With some other books, to be honest, we just use the rights guides that comes out of the Sheikh Zayed Book Award, because you already have best of the best there, and you can find fiction, non-fiction, children's books there. So this makes our life easier, but because the books are already been sort of vetted by well-known experts. So this makes our life so much easier.
And in terms of marketing books to your readers, do you find that more readers are open to books that have been written in foreign languages originally? Or, I mean, there are some challenges involved in that, not having the authors present, maybe, things like that.
Well, Canada is one of the most multicultural countries in the world, and I think Toronto is considered to be the most multicultural city in the world, as far as I know. There are roughly about 120 languages spoken in Toronto. So people in Canada like foreign literature. It comes naturally to us. People read and write and speak in a variety of languages. People are always interested in learning more about new culture. We have large Arabic diasporas in Canada and in Toronto. And when we do promotional events, I often hear from let me just backtrack. Most of the books that we translated from Arabic are actually children's books, and what I hear from most of the parents who immigrated to Canada years and years ago, first generation, second generation, they're very happy to see that they can kind of show their children some of the books from the Arabic world. But as a second, third generation immigrants, children, they're not necessarily read Arabic anymore. They speak Arabic, but they don't read. So they're very happy to read children's and young adult books that relate to their culture, their homeland, but in English or in French. And this was something new to us, and I was very happy to learn as we move forward through different ways of trying to promote the books.
So it sounds like if there are Arabic publishers in the audience, they should visit the Canada stand and pitch titles to Canadian publishers.
Absolutely. You are very welcome.
Fatma, you said that you sell your books all over the Arab world. That must be also difficult for marketing because it's hard to market books in multiple countries. Can you talk about how you promote your books to your readers?
In our Arabic region, every country has a book fair.
Mm-hmm.
And some countries has 2 or more book fairs a year.
Mm-hmm.
So we have not time to stay at our yes, to make and by this way we promote our books, and also we use the internet, the
Social
Facebook,
media.
Twitter, the social media,
Mm-hmm.
and platforms, many platforms. I will tell you something. I was old-fashioned lady, but when Corona comes and we lock down, I felt that it's very important to use the ebook, use the internet to sell books, and to even the sound books.
Mm-hmm.
So now our books not only a paper book, e-book, and audio books as well. And I think it's very important to offer our content in many platforms, not 1 or 2, because by this way and the platforms, they will stop the piracy, and this is the very important and very serious problem we face it as a publisher. We lose many a lot of money because of the piracy. I think this due to very poor legal issue in some countries, not all the Arab countries, but I think this is very important to be protected.
It definitely is, and I'm sure that your international, the international publishers you work with also feel that way.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to make all of these digital changes during the pandemic? I mean, that's a lot of work to suddenly be.
Yeah, but my team is very hard workers, all of them, and there was محاولات قبل كده. There was many trials, but during the pandemic, we go through the thing very seriously and very.
Yeah, it was a hard time, and I think but also in a way good, because it makes it
Yes.
puts you in a better position now.
Yes,
to
very.
reach more readers.
Yes, very big.
So since we're here in Frankfurt, we have to talk about what books you are selling this year. Are there some books that you are really excited about that are on your list that you're talking to publishers about?
I will talk about the latest novel in the shortlist Booker. I have 10 novels in the shortlist Booker.
Wow.
From the beginning. Yes. And maybe for this reason, I have many books translated to English, French, German, and Italian languages. I want to promote the novel of Tales from the Town of Rising Sun, wrote by Dr. Miral Tahawi. And this novel, it's very human and speaks about all the issues we suffering from it, the whole world, the immigration and the hopes and so on. So, written by very good language. I also want to promote a novel. Unfortunately, I didn't brought the books, but tomorrow will be at the stand. This book was in the long list of the Booker. Daniel's Ages in the City of Threads by Ahmed Abdel Latif. He is also a translator from Spanish to Arabic, and also he has a very good novel called The Earth Forters. It was in the long list Booker also. So tomorrow will be some books in the Abu Dhabi Arabic Center.
Well, I hope you find some new publishers for all of those titles. Robert, are there any books, any Arabic books that you're particularly proud to have published or that you want to highlight from your list?
Well, I have a whole pile here.
Are there any favorites you want to talk about?
Well, it's always a struggle to find the favorites. It's like, but I brought 5 books. I guess it doesn't come as a surprise that all of them were winners or shortlisted for the Sheikh Zayed Book Award. So let me just show a couple of. So the latest release is The Emerald Garden, which is fresh off the press. Just released basically a couple of weeks ago. I think it was shortlisted for the Sheikh Zayed Book Award. It was our first shortlisted title that we published, and we published it in English and in French. Fantastic book. So you can now read it in Arabic, in English, and in French.
Who is the Arabic author? Who is the author?
Raja Malach. She is a Moroccan author, I believe, and she's actually based in Dubai. Fantastic books. And we actually love working with this author and this publisher so much that we actually purchased the rights for her next book, which was also shortlisted for the Sheikh Zayed Book Award. Surprisingly.
Who's the publisher?
Who's the publisher is... It's just keep my mind. I know it.
I think you have to put it inside the
Yes,
the original.
you're absolutely right. You're right. Dar al-Muallif. Yes. So we will be translating and hopefully introducing next year another translation of another book by the same author and the same publisher. The tentative English title is, I believe, My Date with the Light. It's I'm not sure what the French language title is going to be. This is also one of the examples of how you build infrastructure. You start working with another author or a new publisher, and you like the author and you like the publisher so much that next book or next project comes naturally to you. This is a very good example of continuing business with the same publisher and the same author. And I know I have 5. It's probably too many to mention, but I'd like to mention at least one more. There is a book, it calls An Artist's Journey. I brought a French copy with me, but we translated it to both languages. Interesting story about this book. This book has been identified as a great potential for turning into a movie. For some of you, maybe you're familiar with Toronto International Film Festival. It's been around for about 40 years, usually attended by, the Steven Spielbergs and, the Tom Hanks and all the Hollywood people. Not this year, though, because they all went on strike. But I've been presenting this book to, and during Toronto Film Festival, we have this program, very interesting program. It calls From Page to Screen, which actually this year it's been expanded, and they rename it From the Page to Screen to International Property Market. So it's kind of broadened the prospects of maybe turning into a game or into something else. And this book, out of all the books that we published and I had on display, has the most success. A lot of publishers were surprised, like so many Hollywood producers and Canadian producers and producers from other countries, they identify potential for this book to be turned into a movie. So this was somewhat unexpected for us, but I was very pleasantly surprised to see that some of the translations of Arabic literature also sort of pivot into other media, other forms of media, and beyond Canadian borders, beyond international borders. So you never know, maybe next time in Frankfurt or in Cannes, we will be presenting not just the book, but the movie as well. So you never know.
I think it's great to see how the connections that are developed at a book fair or because of a prize like the Sheikh Zayed Award or the IPAF turn into long-term relationships and more opportunities. And I think that's a great place to end our discussion. I really, really, really appreciate you both taking part. And I think you can find Fatma at the Abu Dhabi stand this year and Robert at the Canada stand in Hall
6 Point or stand A133.
There we go. If you have any questions, feel free to come up and ask. I want to add something. Oh, please add something. Yes.
But this is for sake of my writers. 4 of my writers translated to French language. They own the prize of Mahad al-Alam al-Arabi, the Arab Institute Le Monde. They took the prize.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, definitely go find Fatma then at the Abu Dhabi stand. And I wish you both a fantastic Frankfurt Book Fair, and thank you again so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.